pleasure to have you here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
The talented Platinum Award singer, Miss Renee Neufville.
Thank you.
Okay, did I get the pronunciation correct?
Perfectly.
Okay. One half of the platinum selling group, Zane.
Janae, yes.
Okay. So once again, I don't want to start off with the crazy stories about the R&B group. Let's start off with your beginnings and your connection to Brooklyn. What is your connection to Brooklyn?
Well, I'm a Brooklyn native.
Okay.
Born and raised here. Was born in Park Slope. And then my parents were living in Crown Heights at the time on Union Street. So for two years I spent in Crown Heights.
And where are your parents from?
Jamaica.
Okay, that's
Yes.
the connection I was actually looking for.
Oh, okay, yeah. My father Albert Neufville is from Portland, Jamaica, and my mother Joyce Errar, and her married name is Neufville. She's from St. Catherine, Linstead.
Okay, so prior to you actually blowing up, having your success as one half of the R&B group,
Yeah.
how did you start off your singing career? Did you start off in churches, for example?
No, I actually didn't start singing. I wasn't a singer per se. Like that wasn't my aspiration. My father was a school teacher. My mother was a registered nurse, and they were the type of parents. They're very hardworking, but they were the type of parents that believe that the kids should always have an extracurricular activity. So when I was 5 and my brother was about, I'd say around 12, my parents enrolled us in a music school that was run by a Jamaican man by Mr. O'Brien, by the name of Mr. O'Brien, not far from the White Castle down here near Utica Avenue, right across the street.
Okay.
And so we'd go there every Saturday and we learned our theory. And then after about 2 years, we outgrew that particular setting, and then we were enrolled in the Brooklyn School of Music, downtown Brooklyn. Yeah. And so that's where I learned classical music. So I was classically trained in the piano, and my brother continued with the saxophone, alto sax, Dave. And so throughout my elementary, junior high school years, I went took lessons, and then when I got to high school, my freshman year, Mr. Norman Spicer, who was in charge of the musical department at Maywood, was looking for an accompanist for the choruses. And there weren't a lot of kids that played the piano at the time, so I volunteered, and from the 9th to 12th grade, that's really what I did. I sang in chorus, but I was really more the person that was on the piano learning all the tunes, and I had score and all the sheet music, and I had to bring that home with my homework, and I was a medical student at the time, so it was a lot of pressure. I remember being very nervous every day, but it's what I did. It was my outlet. And then there was a gospel choir, and once I joined the gospel choir, that's when I started to write. So I want to say the first song I wrote was at age 15. It was a gospel song called Holy Spirit.
Okay, so we're not getting to the singing yet. You're talking about being a musician, a songwriter. When did you actually start pursuing an R&B career? When did you become one half of the group?
Well, this is what happened. My ex-partner, Jean, who is now solo, she left the group in 2000. She decided one day that she wanted to pursue a career on her own. So she came to me and said, listen, this is what I'd like to do. And I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it quietly, because I believe that we all have our own path, and you have to encourage everyone to follow through their path. Everything that, like I was saying earlier, that God gives us is through Him. So, she decided to do that at that point. And at that point, I decided to not pursue a solo career. And the reason being is that I wasn't really thinking about that. I wasn't ready. I wasn't really trying to do that. Not at all, So I went right back to the piano, and I started to produce. And I came up with a few tunes that I thought would have been perfect for D'Angelo, And I knew of a guy named Roy Hargrove. So I had someone introduce me to Roy to see if I can get these tunes to D'Angelo. And he sat in my car and listened to about 10 or 11 tunes. And after which he said no. He said, no way. He said, I am doing this project. It's called RH Factor and it's on Berg Records. Okay? And he said, it's got Erykah Badu on it. It's got D'Angelo. It's got Common. It's got Anthony Hamilton. And I would like for you to join. I would like for you to join this outfit. And I also would like for you to play in this band. This will give you stronger legs in the business. And I said, well, I don't do jazz. And he said, you're going to learn how to survive in this setting. And so I just, you know, I just walked through.
Okay, and this is the artist D'Angelo, or this is Roy Hargrove?
Both. The artist D'Angelo was who I had the material for. So I went to Roy Hargrove, who is one of our greatest jazz trumpeters. And he arranged and wrote all of the horn arrangements for Voodoo. And he's also on this latest Black Messiah. Okay,
you kind of segued from the R&B group over to the jazz career that you started. You being also a part of the group RH Factor. The move was one, I would say, it must have been a smooth transition, being that it was scary. Okay, but with your talents as a musician prior to being a singer, I would factor in that, saying it was an easy transition, musically at least. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about RH Factor and what you did with that group.
Okay, so RH Factor, the first album garnered its first Grammy nomination, and it's called Hard Groove. And it was an amazing time. This was around 2002. And at that point, I never had a public or musical identity outside of the R&B world. So I looked at that period of time as an apprenticeship for me, because I was standing alone and I was embarking upon a new territory, meeting musicians that were from all different walks of life that I would have never, ever, ever met prior to. And these musicians became my insulated family. We were awarded the opportunity to travel this world, literally with Roy Hargrove on his stage. The challenge for me at that time was, okay, well, this is Roy Hargrove's audience, and then here it is, I'm a singer in front of an audience that does not know of Zhané. They don't know who Renee Neufville is. So for that first tour from 2002, 2003, 2004, playing for Monterey Jazz Festival, Nice Jazz Festival, North Sea Jazz Festivals, I had to every single night win that audience in front of me over.
Okay. Being that Zhané was a multi-platinum group, I would venture to say that you travel internationally performing as one half of the duo. The audience, I understand, being different, but did the jazz band take you places where you did not go as an R&B singer?
Absolutely. With Zhané, we did. We traveled, but it was minimal compared to what we did with RH Factor. I mean, we were able to perform as Zhané in Tokyo and Australia and maybe France. Okay, but domestically we did a lot of touring. But with Roy, I mean, I'm talking Spain, China, Aruba, Japan, Brazil, Istanbul, Germany, Mallorca, Tenerife, Moscow, Tbilisi, Georgia, Batumi, Georgia. I mean, jazz took us in places that we never dreamt of playing. And we toured extensively with that outfit. So I want to say, I mean, with that being said, I have to say that the growth really did come from really learning these cats and understanding, you know, how to really work and grind in that environment, you know, because it's not as, how can I say, it's not as glamorous as the pop life, you know. It takes a certain mentality to really do what they would call the hump in jazz. The music is beautiful, you know, but it's definitely, it's a work. It's a work, it's a dedication. And so when Roy told me that this experience would give me stronger legs to stand on, he was right, because it gave me courage, it gave me experience, it gave me more dexterity and the ability to even produce the record that's on the radio now, because I had all those musicians around me. So it's just like you think of them. So yeah.
Okay, once again, multi-talented R&B singer, jazz musician. So while you were touring down the world internationally with Roy, what time frame was this?
This was literally, we worked steadily between 2002 up until as recent as August of 2015. We did the Aruba Jazz Festival, and we're performing in front of thousands of people.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And at the same time, DJ Sniper, at the same time, we in these barbecues out here in Brooklyn, listening to some classics.
Yep.
I want to reintroduce the R&B factor again.
Yes.
The beautiful voice.
Thank you.
One half of the platinum selling group, Jeanne. Sniper, remind the listeners of these classics.
What we gonna do now is go back.
Blessed with a talented one half of the group, Jeanne, Miss Renee Neufville. Again, we just played one of your classic records.
Yes.
I have to get the history behind that record, because we jam out every summer to that record.
Yeah.
Our parents do.
Yeah.
Lots of generations. It's a generational record. So give us a little bit about that history.
So basically, at the time we were at Temple University, KG from Naughty by Nature was looking for a group to produce, and we were his first. And he would put together these beat tapes and give them both to us. You know, give both of us beat tapes to write to. And Hey Mr. DJ was just one of those loops, and I wrote that song in 30 minutes on the floor of my bedroom. And I remember bringing it to him and saying, listen, Kay, I have this song called Hey Mr. DJ. I wanted to write a song that was reminiscent of growing up in Brooklyn and the block parties and a classic feel. I'm a classic. I love classic everything. And so he put it on Flavor Units, Roll with the Flavor, which was Queen Latifah's label, and it was Fushnikins, it was Freddie Fox, it was Apache, and it was us, and they put that song on that album as a favor to Kay, because it didn't make sense. We two girls, it just didn't make sense to them. But even though that song was not a single for the label at the beginning, the DJs picked the song up and they made it a single. They just started playing it. They started playing on the radio on their own, and it took a life of its own, and here it is to this day. Hey Mr. DJ is still being played.
Biggest record on that record.
Thank you. Thank you. Sending Our Love, Groove Thing, same thing. I would just write. I would just keep writing.
Okay, speaking of writing.
Yes.
I know that took you on a journey after the group. You wrote for a lot of other artists.
Yes.
Who were some of the artists that you wrote for that we would know and didn't think of?
Well, ironically, after Hey Mr. DJ, a guy by the name of Trevor Smith, but you might know him as Busta Rhymes, came over to the house with a beat tape from Easy Mo B, and I remember him coming over to me and he said, yo, Renee, yo, that song you got, Hey Mr. DJ, is a banger, son. He's like, listen, I need you to give me some of that Mavis Staple-ish. At the time, he's like, you know, I want you to write to the song. I'm about to do my solo project. That solo project just commemorated 20 years yesterday or the day before yesterday. And that was the beginning of his career. And then after that, I wrote with Will Downing, written for Chip Fu, Najee. I've done 2 or 3 records with Aaliyah for her albums and soundtracks. I've written with Kanye West for Leela James. And of course, I've got the songs with Roy Hargrove. That's on the other side of the fence, but still writing. So when I look at, you know, my statements, it's like my history. I look at my history now, and I look at now with watching me. It's just a continuation of this journey. You know, I'm a writer, and I'm going to continue to give the people what, you know, what they like. Because it's fun. It's fun. I'm having fun. I'm just having fun.
Different ventures, wearing different hats. You kept yourself connected with artists in different ways.
Yeah.
Tell us about the 88 Soul series.
Wow, 88 Soul. A lot of people don't know about that. That was maybe 1995, 96, 97. Charles Dixon, who is now on WBLS, was one of the producers on that show, and he needed a VJ host. And this was when they were streamlining on the internet before it was really a thing, because the internet was still really trying to figure out its own algorithm. And so we had our own show, and I remember interviewing K.L.C.S, and I wasn't the artist, I was the host, and interviewing K.L.C.S and interviewing Jill Scott before she came. And this was another tier, another unmarked territory that I just kind of walked through with no fear. You know, I just kind of like, I don't know how to host, but I'm going to try to do this. Another thing is, I also remember when my partner left the group, I remember she called me one morning and she said, you know, I want to do this thing. And I'm like, all right, cool. We'll call the lawyer and make sure we do that. And then right after that, I got a phone call from John Singleton, and he told me to come down to the set. And this was 2000. Like, come down to the set, right there on the spot. He casted me in the movie Shaft. Okay, and I played the girlfriend to Busta Rhymes. I don't talk about this much, but this is another thing, another sign that I got from God. Like, listen, Renee, I got you. Just walk, just walk. Because at the end of the day, I mean, with all the success with the group, whatever, I was born singular. And that's how I'm gonna go down.
You're gonna make me go back.
Yes,
I'm gonna look on Netflix tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look on Netflix tonight, and I'm gonna look for you because I remember the character.
Yeah. She's Jamaican.
Movie. Yes, exactly.
And she was a dread.
I remember the character, but I did not remember that was you. And the funny thing is, we're doing the interview, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching you interact with you. Renee has her own audience, by the way, and she's entertaining her own audience as well as doing the interview at the same time. So I'm looking at you interact, and I'm saying to myself, you're very at ease in front of the camera. And I was wondering to myself, did you ever venture into acting? And you brought it up before I got the chance to act.
Make I tell you something. Even if you go on Instagram, I have this heart he named Mildred. Oh, no, about Mildred. So basically, on Snapchat, they have this, yes, big old Mildred. So that big up one more time, boom, hey. So them have this filter, right, and make your nose broad, right? And her Instagram is, we love Mildred. And in my mind, Mildred is an immigrant. She just came to my house like about a week ago. She lives with me. And she's ambitious. She's about in her 50s. But she's very, very ambitious. So much so she wants my life. And although I'm not an actress, I'm able to channel Mildred and be her. And then come back and be me. And so far, she's got about 150 followers. Pete Rock follows her. He's her brother. Cardinal Official is her boyfriend. He's Denville. And we're just having fun with it. So like I'm telling you right now, this is the freest I've ever felt. I can be all of who I am, you know?
You've worked with Cardinal Official.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've written a few tunes with Cardinal. Yeah, okay. I forgot about that.
And speaking of Pete Rock, we got a record in the studio as well, DJ Sniper. It's amazing that you're R&B singing. You work with hip-hop artists, rap artists, and jazz as well. Yeah. I've been told that you have
Jamaica
dance hall.
We can do that thing too, you know.
And you just introduced Mildred.
Mildred.
TGM Radio. King of Showcase.
Join her on Instagram. She's funny. She's so funny.
TGM Radio.
Oh, this is the tune I did with Pete Rock and Chip Fu. It's called Ready for War. Big up Pete Rock, Chip Fu, Golden Era, my brothers, my family. What's up, Spinner? DJ Spinner's tuning in too.
Is that record available on iTunes?
Yeah, it's available on iTunes. It's available on YouTube. It's available on iTunes, YouTube. It's about 5 or 6 or maybe 7 years old. Yeah, many years.
King Lion is gonna have to get that one on dub.
Okay, definitely.
So you came off a tour with the jazz
Yes.
band,
Yes.
orchestra,
Yeah.
ensemble,
Yeah.
and you're here now.
Yes, I'm here.
You're continuing your solo movements.
Yeah.
What is Renee up to at this moment?
At this moment, I, along with Damian Morris, my nephew, who's going to direct the new video for Watching Me. Basically, Watching Me is on Music Choice, and VH1 is waiting for the video, but we don't have a visual. Watching Me, the new single, is number 12 on the #1 adult contemporary station in the nation, WBLS, in heavy rotation, and I have to just give God thanks for that. But we need a visual, so today we spent the entire day preparing for this video. So hopefully within the month we will record the video. In between that, I've got Wednesday I'm going to be performing in Sofritos in Harlem.
Okay, no. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
I still want to talk about this Watching Me record.
Yes.
We're gonna preview it for the listeners in a little while, but let's talk about the record since this is your new solo project you're working on. Who produced this record?
I produced this record.
Yes. Okay. Written, produced,
Arranged, played, my bedroom.
beautiful.
And I did this while I was touring with RH Factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the single readily available? Has it been released officially as of yet?
Yes, it has been officially released. It's on iTunes. It's since October on iTunes, yeah. And it's on Amazon. It's wherever you would get, you know. It's on iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, CD Baby, under Renee Neufville, called Watching Me.
And the video for Watching Me will be coming soon.
Yes, it's an independent venture, so please, please just be patient with me. Everything is coming out of my pocket. I mean, I don't have a huge team at all. It's just what you see. But I'm forging through.
You seem to use the avenues that you have readily available to you on social media.
Yeah.
You have an alter ego on Instagram, as you say. Do you have a YouTube page that you have up already?
There is a YouTube page that was not started by myself. I didn't.
A fan page.
A fan, and it's my name. And she lives in Germany, and she started it years ago.
It's still a beautiful thing that fans delegate these things to us. Apart from that, on Instagram, fans can find you as Renee Neufville.
Definitely come find me, please. I'm on Instagram a lot. I love it. It's Renee, Renee, N like in Nancy, EUFVILLE. And same thing on Facebook. Same thing on Twitter. I don't tweet that much. I haven't gotten the grasp of the Twitter. And then there's also We Love Mildred. Please join our Shifoni.
Oh, okay.
Shifoni Bada. Yes.
Apart from that, you are also doing shows. You're performing. Where can the fans come out and find you?
I am going to be at Sofritos in Harlem on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I will be at the Schomburg Museum at 7 o'clock on Friday for their first Friday's event. And I will be at Aura Lounge Club in Hempstead at 6 o'clock. And I will be at the Soho House in the Meatpacking District April 8th, which is next week, after 10 o'clock.
Okay, beautiful.
And, you know, Rochester, Summerfest, and I'll be performing at Harlem Week as well. That's what I can remember.
Okay, apart from the single Watching Me, is there more music that you're currently working on that the fans can look forward to?
I just left the studio on Thursday with Consequence from Native Tongue and Kanye West Camp. And I'm just sitting on record. So we're going to start pushing some things out. Also, there's a remix that was produced by DJ Spinner, which will be available very shortly. He just got back from Japan and he's listening. Big up to DJ Spinner. He created an amazing house mix to Watching Me, and also big up to Charles Dixon, who also created a wonderful remix to the song. So yeah, there's another record that I would like to introduce to people that is a little different from watching me. It doesn't have the classic feel, but it's definitely a record that I wrote for the people. It's called I Am, and it's a song of reaffirmation. So just remember, you heard it first. I Am is coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we're going to do more than just take your word for it.
Okay.
What we're going to do right now is DJ Sniper. Before we tune out, I want to get the listeners in tune with, you said, the number 12 song in the country.
Yes.
The record Watching Me. But after this, we're going to ask you to go a cappella and give our fans a little something before we tune out.
Yes.
So, Sniper, let the listeners hear that Watching Me record. It's available now on iTunes. The video's coming soon. The beautiful Miss Renee Neufville.
DGM Radio.
TGM Radio, King Lion Caribbean Showcase. The new single, there you have it, Watching Me, by Miss Renee Neufville. Go out and get it right now. It's available on iTunes, every major digital distributor. Tell us a little bit about the record before we tune out. You're coming back. It's your first solo record. What is the feel to the record? What audience are you targeting, if any at all? And what can the fans look forward to in the future from Renee?
Well, this particular record I wrote quite a while back because I never stopped writing. Even through the tours with RH Factor, I never stopped writing. But I remember coming home and hearing people saying, you know what, we really miss these songs. You know, they would say, we miss Sending My Love, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? I think what people do miss is the sound more so than anything. And considering the fact that most of the songs, well, all of the songs that were released I wrote. So I said, let me just write another one of those. Let me see if I can write another one of those for the people that I think miss the sound, you know, because I kind of feel like we abandoned the whole, like, generation of listeners, you know, back in 2000. I said, let me just see if they'll remember this. And it seems like they're remembering. In terms of the rest of the material, there's going to be a whole lot of different influences and sounds coming out of me because I've lived somewhat of an interesting 10, 15 years since then. And so you're going to hear some of the West Indian influence in some of the records. You're going to hear some of the jazzier influence in some of the record. I mean, I just believe that because we live in this age, we don't need labels and boundaries. And if you can stretch, you should stretch. And there's a whole lot of wells that I enjoy tapping into musically and personally. You know, being Caribbean, growing up in Brooklyn in the soul era, being exposed to hip hop, also being classically trained. There's just so many areas that I would like to explore and give it to the people in a palatable way so that it's not over their head so much, but they're just getting the goodness of all of it, you know, enough that they can use.
Can I just ask you, are you a party girl at heart?
A party girl at heart?
Yes.
You mean like if I go to parties a lot?
No, just in doing this interview, seeing how you interact with your fans, listening to your music, you seem like a very fun person. So when I say party, I don't mean like a wild.
I don't throw parties. That's what they do not do.
Okay.
But I'm Libra, and Librans are, I think we're very sociable.
Shout out to the Libras out there.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra myself.
Yeah, October 5th. And so I think by nature I'm sociable. However, I do spend 95% of my time alone. Because I think in my solitude, in my aloneness, if I can say, I have this freedom to interact with anybody and everybody I want to, because I have no role me. You understand me? So I can go to any setting and interact with you one-on-one and leave it there. And then come to another setting and interact, and it's always good. It's like a good interaction. I really enjoy my freedom. That's what gives me so much happiness. Like, I'm going to probably name the title, the album, Sovereign, like an eagle. Sovereign, that's what I feel.
Father German.
Yeah, Father German.
You got a rhythm lined up. He threw me a curveball during the break and he said he wanted to hear you over a rhythm. So we're gonna give you a rhythm.
Alright.
Sniper, you got a rhythm loaded up for me? TGM Radio, King Line Caribbean Showcase, the talented Miss Renee Neufville.
This could be off the head, right?
You can do whatever you
I
like.
want to? Okay.
The single again, Watching Me, in stores now on iTunes. The video is coming soon. Check out Miss Mildred.
Mildred on We Love Mildred on Instagram.
Okay.
She's Instagram famous with 130 followers. Thank you very much. Boom.
And don't forget to check out Renee Neufville on Instagram as well. Facebook.
She's taking over my life. Casually.
TGM Radio, King Line Caribbean.
I just followed you, you better follow back.
Yeah, Mildred will follow you back.
Check it out.
She's single too.
Easy. Alright.
But she don't have her paper then yet.
We could try that one, yeah.
She need a place. I don't wanna wait in vain. Said I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. Yeah, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. Set my eyes on you, boy. I don't wanna waste tears on my pillow, yeah. Oh, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love, baby. I don't wanna wait, no, in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. Tears on my pillow, tears on my pillow. While I'm waiting, I don't wanna wait in vain. Sending my love to you, praying that you know. I don't wanna wait in vain. I don't wanna wait in vain. No, I don't wanna wait in vain. No, I don't wanna wait in vain. I don't wanna wait in vain. No, one of my favorite songs are like, my woman, she is a problem. Remember that tune? I'm going to start singing tunes. My man, my boyfriend, my honey, my lover, said it is a problem. Said it is a problem. No, yes. My man is a problem. A problem. Said it's a problem to me. My woman, she is a problem. My woman, she is a problem. I can't live with her. I can't live with her. Said I can't live without her. No way. She give me problems in the morning, more problems in the evening. Problems every day. Problems every day. I can't I want to love you. I want to love and treat you right. I want to love you every day and every night. We've been together with the rooftop over our head. We'll build a shelter, yes, from my single bed. We'll share the same room, same room. 'Cause Jah provide the bread. Is it love? 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 DJ Spinner. Is it love? Is it love? Is it love? Is it love? And you tell me what I'm feeling. Yeah, yeah. Shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo, yes. Do-de-da-da, we-da-dee-da-do, yes. Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever? You bang, bang, bang. Robert E. Coles. Remember? One shot, one pot, one black and ivory. Them I swore me till me tell them who my name they. Them I swear me from me tell them uptown city. Them I say.
Wow, boy.
'Cause I'm free, I'm free. I'm free, I'm free, yes. My name is Renee, and I'm free like a bird, yes, yes.
TGM Radio, King Lion Caribbean Showcase.
I'm gonna sing right now, free on the top right now. I love this song right now. I'm so focused right now. Said I had to come to Prairie. Father German, you're Irie. I wanna thank you for loving me, but I'm just working now. You see, I feel work, 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 working, work, work. Everybody knew me in the tree. We did this song called A DJ. It was me and my partner, you see it. And we really had fun that day, them days. Big up to them and KG. And that group naughty by nature. You know they were so naughty. We did the song that went like this, work. Everybody, move your body, and now do it, something that's gonna make you move it through. Hey DJ, keep playing that song, 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 song. Hey yo, hey DJ, keep playing that song, song, song. Yeah, Brooklyn, come on. Hey DJ, keep playing that song, song, all night. Come on. And on, and on, work, 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 work. Come and say, hey DJ, keep playing that song, song.
Renee Neufville. Once again, remind the listeners of the next show that you got coming up.
Okay, so we have, if you're in Harlem, come to Sofrito's on Wednesday after work. If you are in Harlem on Wednesday. And if you're in Harlem on Friday, come to the Schomburg Museum. I'll be there at 6 o'clock. It's called First Friday. It's going to be really nice. If you're in Long Island, come to Aura Lounge. That's going to be a big one. And if you are in the Meatpacking District, come to Soul House, April 8th. So Wednesday, or just join me on Instagram, Renee Neufville, RENEE, and like a Nancy, EUFVILLE. And
check out the website too, ReneeNeufville.com.
Yeah, the website.
Check out the new single titled Watching Me.
And if you like jazz, check out RH Factor stuff.
RH Factor.
Yeah.
Google those old records, those old hits.
Yeah.
Check that out. Once again, it was a pleasure. TGM Radio, King Lion Caribbean Showcase. The talented, multi-talented Miss Renee Neufville.
Thank you.
I'm going home to watch Shaft tonight. I don't know about anybody else. But it was a pleasure.
Thank you. Pleasure was mine.
And when you drop that new record, I'm looking forward to having you back for another interview.
Absolutely.